Well, I get 870, which is 870 somethings. I'm getting a lot better at this whole wheel thing. Like, the main thing I need to work on now, I think, is endurance. Could be a little bit more stable, but it's just gonna come with time. But I feel pretty confident. I'm out first thing in the morning right now to try and find an ATM because they've all been either boarded up or shut down, like everywhere. So I figured this is a good way to go long distance. Because all I wanna do is buy a croissant this morning and, you know, have a croissant while I work. I'm gonna start working on my audiobook this morning, which I should have started on a long time ago, but it was just a little bit too much to get done. And now it's time to make it happen. Made a little sound booth for myself in here. It's all blankets all the time. I think it works pretty well, especially if I stand back here. But my plan is for the next few days to really get a a late start on my audiobook, which I didn't bring a copy of my book in here with me. So I'm going to read. I've got my microphone, which I'm actually not 100% sure works because my French musician friends might have broken it, but I have another microphone that I can plug in if it doesn't work. And then I just got to start recording, and that's my plan. So I'm going to have a little bit of breakfast first, make some coffee, and then time to start reading. Yep, it's busted. I don't know what they did to it. It's not working. I can't get the computer to recognize it. So the other problem is that I do have another microphone, but it's a really, really messy setup. I need to figure this out like today. I did my practice run. I practiced reading through the first chapter. Ready to roll. I just need a functional microphone. So try to get a little bit of work done. I might meet Richard for a minute. Maybe go for a Space Invader stroll. Try to do some recording tonight. Definitely do some recording tomorrow morning. Believe it or not, this is one of the reasons that I've actually been kind of scared to get started on this because I was afraid that the technical setup would... I've been having a hard time getting on top of a variety of things, but we're changing that now. We're getting on top of all these things that I need to get done, including an accountant. I'm going to meet with an accountant later this week. Anyways, I'm talking too much about all this stuff. Let's just go. Now we're very good. Like, this is working just fine. Holy cow. I just plugged it in. I just plugged it into a different port to try it because I was like, there's no way I'm going to try everything first, and now it works great. Don't know why they told me it was broken. Here's hoping that it still sounds okay. I'm going to do some tests now. Hello. Couriers, Off-Grid by Jay Swanson. Read by Jay Swanson. I think this will work. Oh, hold on. I think this will work. I know I'm a little bit far from the microphone, which I'm going to move a little bit closer. But this thing has got it's really a hot mic. It actually, it picks up a lot. So keeping it a bit of a distance with all of this stuff around, the background noise is super, super low. It's not completely silent, but it's really, really low. And I feel like I should be able to work like this. And I did a test run. I figured out how I can go back and edit this as I'm recording. So I think we're in good shape. One chapter at a time. Dang it. Looks like they're under construction. It's too bad I beat Richard here too now because now I gotta find another spot to meet Richard. A poop. Nope, they're just closed on Mondays. I didn't realize that. I gotta do better about this.
Around in their entryway a bit, put up a set of bookshelves and got some of those boxes out.
This is a thick crust.
All right. Well, that was nice. Just good catch up with Richard. A little bit of discussion on work stuff and a lot of just catching up. And whew, I've been wanting to go to Sette for a long time to try that pizza. And I've been wanting to try Rude Manners. Rude Manners only does espresso, just so you know. But it was a really nice environment, honestly. And the street art in there is so funny. The artist that's hanging in there is a really funny street artist who's all over town and just makes some hilarious stuff. So that was good. I'm gonna go find Laura for a minute. We're gonna do a quick Space Invader hunt because I need more Space Invaders. I'm one away from having 300 in Paris, so I know where there's one that I don't have, so I'm gonna get at least that one today. And then I have a phone call and some business stuff to do tonight, so we'll probably wrap it up here fairly soon, but not before we do good old-fashioned Space Invader hunt. That's a new one. I don't know if that's a reactivation or not. I guess I'll have to look and see what the score is for it, but 300, that made that easy. Okay, this bag is basically just, from Sequium. This is from Sequium? Okay, anyways, this is thank you, Andy and Jackie, very much for the taco fixings and the insane amount of like seasonings. And the Cholula, the giant Cholulas, amazing. So this whole bag, treasure trove. Thank you so much, you guys, this is amazing. Still not sure, I've never seen that one before. Do you have more that we're gonna find? Do you have more in mind?
Yes, I do.
All right. I was gonna say, that doesn't look like one. Is this it here?
Literally just passed it the other day.
But
was here.
It was there?
Yeah. But I got it a while ago.
Sad. At least I got my 300 from them either way.
Where did it go though?
And home again. That was a nice walk around. I'm tired. I had to carry, there's lots of walking and carrying stuff and invader hunting as well. I'm glad Laura's really catching up to me on the invaders. Like, I gotta get out there and find a lot more soon. I have not done my due diligence on the hunting lately at all. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I've got a phone call with BackerKit to try and figure things out on the fulfillment side of things, learning what we're doing there. It's a whole thing. I think I talked about it before. Maybe I'll catch you up on that later. I'm not sure. And it looks like we're on the verge of crossing over into 20,000 subscribers, which means that we'll do a Q&A. So I'm gonna let this be the video where we gather questions for the Q&A. If you have a question for me, leave it here. I'll try to make some posts. Like, you can reach out on Twitter as well. I'll try to make a post over there, and we'll just kind of gather those, and I'll try to do a Q&A either tomorrow or the next day, depending on how that looks, and that should be glorious. Thank you so much for subscribing. 20,000, that's a big deal. I feel like I should be more, I just don't have any energy left. I'm tired. It's been a good long day already. I've been waking up early, and it's really throwing me for a loop. So anyways, I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning, hopefully with 20,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for joining and jumping on board, whatever it is. If you haven't already, please do. And yeah, Q&A away as we get there. So that didn't rhyme at all. I was hoping it would. I'll see you tomorrow.